Jordan Neely on the New York City subway last week. Daniel Penny, the former Marine accused of putting Neely in a chokehold for several minutes before he died, surrendered to police today and was released on bond. Witnesses say on May 1st, Neely got on the train acting erratically. They say he was shouting at passengers, but there are no reports that he physically attacked anyone.
This is Skye, your Soulful Progressive with FNN, Feminist News Network, that feminist news that's right for you. Welcome to Skye in the Avavui room, giving you that soulful news you need, yes indeed. And if you haven't told your friends to like and subscribe and get that soulful news that soulful way, well baby, you better let them know I'm serving it up. Fresh, hot news today. All right, so what is it I want to talk about? What is really going on? Jason Neely, the murder of a young man that was hungry in need of help. And instead of getting the help he needed, he was murdered by a group of vigilantes in a subway because they are claiming fear. This young 24-year-old military ex-Marine. Why is he ex at 24 instead of making a career out of it? I don't know, but he got a $100,000 bond while Al Sharpton is doing the eulogy for Jason Neely. Now, he's claiming fear. I've been in the subways of New York, and I enjoyed the subways of New York. Only a certain kind of people claim fear as an excuse to do vigilante, what is really murder against young black men and women, which is wrong. So we're going to listen to Jason Bartlett of on the Danny Haiphong show, and he's going to really explain what's going on, and then we're going to really talk about what happened with Jason Neely.
It connects exactly to what you were just talking about. The system is the problem. The system is our collective enemy. It's a handful of people who are determining these policies against our best interests, against the best interests of people abroad. This is all being done in our name. It's being done domestically. So when this incident took place on the subway, yeah, that guy shouldn't have just gotten off scot-free. There needs to be an investigation. He killed someone. He's a U.S. Marine. I was a U.S. He's a former U.S. Marine. I'm a former U.S. Marine. He's quite young. He's like in his 20s, which means he went through very, very similar training that I went through, hand-to-hand combat. What he applied was called the blood chokehold, and you apply it knowing that you're going to kill that individual if you don't release them from it. If you are putting them in that chokehold and they go unconscious and you maintain that chokehold, you know you will kill them. We were trained. We are all. He did that very deliberately. On the other side, you could also use different ways of restraining an individual, which are just as effective and just as easy to apply as a blood chokehold. In some cases, actually easier. And there were two other people with him. So this was a decision that could have been made and could have been done. But look, someone who is mentally ill should not be on a train perceivably threatening people. Although he didn't attack anyone. I don't think he had any weapon. At the same time, you have this former Marine who's also in many ways mentally ill. He's been basing in a culture of senseless violence. The U.S. military is the epitome of senseless violence, and he's a trained killer. And I remember I used to be in that mindset. You just want to use these skills. You were taught them. You invested a lot of time and energy learning them and perfecting them, and you want to use them. And you look for any little excuse possible to use them. So there is that mentality also. They program you, but they don't help deprogram you. And we've seen veterans, U.S. veterans, across the board, train wrecks, mental health train wrecks. And the U.S. does absolutely nothing to help these people. These are two individuals who should never have been on the train together in the state of mind that they were, and yet they were. You throw people like this together, that's what's going to happen. At the end of the day, what they want you to do is pick one side or the other and kill each other. Continue killing each other instead of recognizing the system at fault. So why do we have this problem in the U.S.? the system.
Yeah.
That is the problem. We have to unite against the system instead of letting them divide us against each other, weakening ourselves.
Mm-hmm. I know you heard that. Now, that was a blood chokehold that young man put on him, and he didn't need to do that. That was a killer move. And when you do a killer move, you know what you're doing, because he was held for over 12 minutes in that chokehold. It was like 3 minutes more than George Floyd. That was wrong, and held along with 2 other guys. That is a death murder move, and he needs to be prosecuted and sent to jail for it, not held up as a hero. He needs to be mentally evaluated, not be told that he did the right thing against a violent man that was obviously hungry. And if we had Medicare for all, both of them would be getting the help they need instead of being together at the wrong place at the wrong time with a Jim Crow society that holds both of them back. And you know that. Alright, now I know you heard that, and I know you think a lot about it too. So leave those comments below and let me know at FeministNewsN at gmail.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel and the Facebook page. And remember, I'm that Soulful Progressive 1 on Twitter, got that brand of the day on Blogger. And if you care to get me a cup of coffee, that's Venmo at SkyeSoulfulProgressive. Yeah. So you gotta remember, during this era of hate, you're gonna have to participate. And why is that? Because the world just might depend